Hey everybody, it's Carmine, and I am doing this video thing. I have a bunch of questions, and I'm going to answer a bunch of questions. The first one is tell us a fun dance or music fact about yourself. I'll tell you how I got into this stuff. I had these two friends, Kitarina and Willow, who are dancers, and I already played a bunch of music, but not any Middle Eastern stuff. And they were like, "You should learn some Middle Eastern music so you can play for us." And I was like, "Okay, like whatever that means." And then I had some friends visiting in New York City, and we went to this like Indian. There was this row of Indian restaurants, and then after we went down the block to this sort of like world music store place, and Rocky Danziger was there doing like drop-in Doombek classes. And I was like, oh, that's that instrument my friends said I should learn. So I got Rocky's information, and like a day later, she was starting an 8-week thing or something like that. So I went like the next day to her 8-week thing, and I brought my drum with me. And she said, "That's not a doumbek. That's just a very small djembe." So that's how I started there. A non dancer music fact. I'm a computer science professor. I have this shirt on right now. I got my PhD last summer, so I'm actually Dr. Carmine. And other fun fact. I have this blanket that my mom made while I was still in her belly. So this is some 1970s technology, still holding on strong here. My hidden superpower. I love to make like a huge Mediterranean breakfast. Does that count as a superpower? Otherwise, don't ask me to cook any dinners or anything. The most famous person I've met. Something really fun happened. I was in Hawaii, and I went to this comic convention, and I had no idea, but like almost the entire cast of Next Generation was Star Trek Next Generation was there. And no one seemed to know they were there either, and there was no line for them. So this friend of mine and I, who's also a dancer, we just were hanging out with like LeVar Burton and Gates McFadden and Marina Sirtis and stuff. And I have a funny story about Worf in there, Michael Dorn. So yeah, we just like hung out with them. And the funny thing is, Gates McFadden, who played Beverly Crusher, like after a minute of me talking, she's like, "What part of New York City are you from?" So that was pretty funny. And we had to talk about bagel places. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? I love to, when I get out of New York, I go to Savannah quite a bit. I just love going there. It's like super cute. It's like a walkable city, which I really like. So my like get out of New York, just to chill out place, is Savannah. I of course like would love to go back to Italy and some other places like that too. What do I do to relax? I sit on that very couch and I play. There's an oud. I play that oud. So for me to relax, I just kind of grab that oud and I sit on that couch. That's how I relax. What is my most irrational fear? I'll tell you what's funny. I live in New York City, and there's this. I read some like really interesting study about how there are kids who like live in New York City, and you grow up being afraid of like animals that don't even exist here, like whatever that would be. So my most irrational fear, I don't know, bears. I don't know, some animal that doesn't exist in New York City at all, I guess. And what is the best sandwich? When I was a kid, I have a friend, his name was Phil, and we used to meet halfway at this deli and get this kind of insane Italian hero, and that is one of my favorite sandwiches. I was in Florence with Dahlia. Hi, Dahlia, if you're watching. And we were in Florence, and I had probably like the best sandwich of my life at this random place. I wish I could remember, and Dahlia was hanging out with me, so maybe she knows. Yeah, that's all the things. So I look forward to seeing you all again. I look forward to having a party and all kind of fun stuff. And yeah, I'll see you all soon.